And then you've got Google, which is no small player, doing the same thing. What is the end?
This episode is made possible by OIT VoIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show notes.
This year, Google I/O 2024, they revealed a variety of AI advancements by Google. This event, mainly focusing on the Gemini AI models, surprise, highlighted their integration to apps such as Workspace and Chrome. Among the notable announcements was Google Lens' new feature allowing video-based searches, expanding the functionality. Additionally, a summer rollout of Ask Photos promises enhanced search capabilities within Google Photos, showing Gemini's ability to respond to queries. Google also introduced Gemini 1.5 Flash, a new AI model optimized for rapid responses alongside improvements to Gemini 1.5 Pro. Other developments include GEMS, Gemini Live, Circle to Search, and AI Overviews, demonstrating Google's commitment to advancing AI across various platforms. The biggest thing that surprised me, Tony, was that they're going forward. They were also talked about the Ray-Ban Meta glasses and how they're going forward, that the next iteration will have a HUD. I actually have the 1.0 version. They're pretty cool for recording and hearing. They're actually a really good headset. I just ordered the 2.0 version. Should come in sometime. But an idea next year would, like, the one thing it is missing is a nice kind of HUD. That would be cool. Which of these announcements touch you?
I think that the AI advancements, the ability to do search of videos, the video search itself, that is impressive. If they're starting to incorporate all of these with Gemini, that's going to create a combination of these, that you'll have a browser-based, an eyeglass-based, a HUD-based operating system. That is more than impressive. My brain is, I'm struggling to wrap around the vastness of possibilities when parlayed from what we've been talking about, OpenAI, which is ChatGPT and the new advent of ChatGPT 4.0, which is more than impressive. You've got the Sora, the video component of that, which is still no one's
video
Sora. Yeah, no one's been able to touch it, but we're all looking at it, and we're also seeing iterations of different remakes of that. But then you've got the Whisper, which is the voice component of it, which is indistinguishable between a robot and a human. And you've already got the text of ChatGPT. You've got the Whisper. You've got the Sora,
the music generator.
Udio is another level. Udio, if you haven't played with Udio, it's Studio without the ST, and it is absolutely incredible. The combination of all of these conjoining into the massive Autobot. And then you've got Google, which is no small player, doing the same thing. What is the end? The question is, what is the beginning? That may be the actual question. Which one is the beginning, and where does this lead? My brain can't wrap around that.
No, I'm with you. I want to see what they come out with. Google particularly, and I know Microsoft is not exempt from this, but Google particularly, I look at it and say, they kill a lot of stuff. So, I get they're all in an AI. I don't think AI is going to go away today, but with the plethora of AI products they're putting out, it's a fair bet some are going to disappear. So if they're iterative improvements like they're doing with Gemini 1.5 Plus and Pro and blah, blah, cool. However, when you get into, it is very common to use different AI models for different tools, right? So if I'm going to distill a website and give me a synopsis, I'm going to use one AI model for looking at the images and determining the context and the elements of the images. I'll use another AI for the text. I'll use another AI that's better at identifying people and doing research on those people and their socials. So traditional data scientists will actually use multiple AIs, combine all the data together, distill it down, and then you get your final result. No different than we looking at different stories to pick the best ones for dispatch. So if your workflow involves one of the tools Google's putting out and then they kill it, it's going to hurt you, right? No different than a library going away. So given that we're putting AI in so many things and making so many things incumbent on AI, like to work, like Notepad, thank you, Microsoft. Go see that episode wherever that's at. Phil's not working today, so we're not going to make Simon tag the card. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'd be really pissed if I built a whole company around Google
I,
products, and then Google killed it.
frankly, I love the way you are separating the different types of AI and the components of AI. I think the problem that everyone is really struggling with right now is you're trying to paint all of these with the same brush. They're completely
Yeah,
different.
that's
And
fair.
and what you've done there is you've actually said, hey, listen, we can separate these, segregate these. They are both AI under the genre of AI, but they are different and they have different use cases and they have different benefits and there's different, negatives, which we're kind of trying to find, but they have different focus points. And I'm hoping they don't grip it too tight and, as you said, kill something that could have done amazingly well, but they are definitely two groups.
You know who would have an opinion on this?
Ooh, who?
I think those MSPs in our Discord at MSP Media Network, like that Discord there. Yeah,
They don't
I'm
know
pretty sure.
anything. No,
They don't know.
they literally know everything about everyone everywhere, and they're on the front line. And it's if there's ever like a hidden group that no one talks about, it is the MSPs. They legitimately have access to everyone's computer. If the MSP was a state-owned entity, we would all be in trouble.
Tony, that's what I love about you. You're so damn educational. It's like it's like I'm learning AI from you. Like if I was in a school where like I was learning AI for business, like I would love that. I hope nobody steals that idea from you ever.
In my notable from Microsoft.com, Microsoft AI Business School. Microsoft AI Business School offers a structured learning path covering various topics essential for business transformation. Businesses can learn to develop an AI strategy aligned with their goals, implement AI tools to improve operations and customer experiences, ensure responsible AI deployment, and foster an AI-driven culture. With practical guidance and case studies, the training equips businesses to effectively leverage Microsoft AI, driving innovation, efficiency, and growth. Ray, I am going to ask you about this because this is is this like Harry Potter going to wizard school? Like, how does this work? When you walk, do you have to go through like a certain part of the train station to get in? Can anybody get in? And when you get in there, I mean, are you going to turn into a toad? Can you turn other people into toads? This is absolutely terrifying to me. If anybody can go in and go, let me figure out how to strategically manifest my own AI, or is it in the confines of the large language model that Microsoft currently has? What are your thoughts? Calm me down, please.
So those of you that watched the Friday episode will understand exactly why I found this Microsoft AI school again, ChatGPT. So I was Googling AI because I understand there's the point of prompt engineering. I completely understand there's science to this. This is just like we talk about our ability to Google as technicians, right? Technologists. We're very proud of our ability to Google. It is a science, or maybe an art, depending on how you look at it. And prompt engineering is exactly the same thing. So I started looking at AI, and I also, working on AI things for my company. So I wanted to be better informed, even though we have people that are smart to handle that. So I started going through the first couple of lessons. It's interesting because we talk about AI a lot, but we never actually define it, right? It's like sex in high school. Everybody's talking about it, and not everybody really knows what it is. So it's the same thing. Everybody's talking about AI. So Microsoft does a really good job of going over what AI, generative AI, different models, ML, data stores, like they do a really good job of talking about that. And I got about halfway through and I realized, you know what, sometimes you need a little foundational knowledge, especially with everything going on. And they have tracks just for finance or education or other tracks. And then they have a general business one, which is the one I was doing.
We've gone such a huge jump from GPT 3.5, which we first covered here, and it was revolutionary to the audience. No one understood what it was. Whoever ended up pulling that story internally, tipped the hat to you on that one. We were so far months ahead of everyone. And then the 4.0 came out, and we're like, whoa, that's a nice, that was substantial. And then they did some internal tweaks. The 4.0 is a complete, I mean, it's a catharsis internally. I mean, you're looking at it as its own. It's something that is so futuristic on your phone. It's hard to actually understand until you use it, and you say, "This is unbelievably well architected." Then we're getting into the weirdness of the ability to go manufacture your own like strategy, using this as the builder of it. But you're aligning your strategy with how to work effectively. And you called it, where Google searches are the first ever prompt engineering. If we're going to school for this, I feel like multiple things are happening at the same time. The AI models, the large language, the tool sets are becoming so much more substantial. So then humans themselves are becoming more powerful and educated and aligned to work with these amazing tools. So I feel like both are moving up. What is the next step? I'm telling you, wizard school, that's the next step. That's where we're going to end up.
I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to come out of this. I do like that there's educational resources. I think right now it's so many tools are trying to distill it down to make it easy, but then there's so many protections to make sure that it's not abused, which makes it not easy sometimes. And it still feels weird that we're using models consistently that are based on old data. Like this one goes up until December 2023. So, that kind of stuff.
Isn't that weird? That's some people right now are actually Googling that. They don't understand that this is literally old data.
So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all the deals. Maybe join us on the MSP Media Network Discord. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Be safe, everyone.
If you found this episode eye-opening, catch more MSP Dispatch at 10 a.m. throughout the week. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.